Momentum is a very high-performance 51-foot cruising boat. She's not a race boat, but she races very successfully to her rating when she sailed competitively. But she's a fast cruiser, quite stiff. The carbon rig takes a lot of the unpleasant motion out of the boat in a confused sea and chop. The best thing about Momentum is that I run out of courage before she runs out of strength. She's a very easy boat to single hand from once she's off a mooring or a berth. Within 7 or 8 minutes her sails are up and she's sailing. Hinckley's a small boat builder in Southwest Harbor, Maine. The company was founded in 1928, and at their peak of sailboat production through the 80s to the early 2000s, they built 12 to 14 sailing models a year. The 51 is a McCurdy Rhodes design. It was first launched in 1985. Most 51s were centerboard boats. Momentum is one of 3 that they made with deep keels. It was the second Hinckley build for her original owner, and because he had the experience of building a Sou'wester 42, he sat down with all the foremen and the construction team to install the systems and build the boat as a system. Rather than in a serial fashion, he integrated it all, which gives her systems better access than any sister ship that there is. I fell in love with her the first time I saw her at the dock in Hinckley in '93 when she was brand new. She took my breath away, and I was friendly with the original owner and went sailing with him a number of times. So I knew when I was at a stage of life where I could buy her, I was going to. I had a Hinckley 42 at the time, which in fact the original owner of Momentum sold it to me years earlier. I saw the boat, she was as I remembered, and I put my boat on the market. It sold in 8 days, and I owned Momentum 24 hours after closing on the 42. Most of my sailing is short or single-handed, so that the boat was set up by the original owner to be easy to shorthand. So he put the leisure furl rig on in '99 when he stopped his crude racing, and brought the control lines for that back to cockpit electric winches. I added a wired remote for the main sheet winch so it's controllable at the helm. Eventually I converted the manual headstay furler to an electric one for both control and safety. If something happens to me, other people get to sail in. All the electronics are right at the helm, VHF radar, and the only thing one has to leave behind the wheel for is to let the main sheet out. One can bring it in from the helm. New carbon rig last year, and in the process of doing that, the 450 pounds came out of the rig, and that was a light 93 rig, but carbon's lighter. That gave me the opportunity to go up 5 feet on the rig height, not so much for sail area, but to open up the distance between the Genoa furler exit box and then the spinnaker above that, so that the 2 furlers don't get in the way of each other. That said, the extra 5 feet gives about 115 square feet of sail area, so it took a fast boat and made it even faster, especially in light and medium air where she sails the wind speed. One of my bucket list sailing ventures was going to Bermuda, which I did the first time aboard Momentum in 2014. I've done 5 races since then, and that got my appetite for ocean sailing so high that it was time to cross the Atlantic. After this year's Bermuda race, a crew of 4, including myself, we sailed direct to Troon, Scotland. And now I'm down here to enjoy the Solent and the sailing here.